Welcome to SignisMC News, the only news that happens because I'm too lazy to make an intro. I am very sorry to announce the following, but I have decided to return. I'm back, baby. Welcome to Minecraft News, where we take a look at the most recent events in Minecraft, either updates, drama, behind the scenes, or just explain some misconceptions. And dear God, we need to explain a lot of misconceptions. So let's get started with the first item on the list, the Minecraft deobfuscation episode. I wanted to start with this because it's very important. There's a lot of misinformation going around about what this deobfuscation can do and mean for the future of Minecraft. Some people say it's going to revolutionize modding as we know it. Some people say it's going to destroy the modding ecosystem. And other people say, I don't care. Deobfuscation is kind of like when you have an engine in a car and you have a large plastic cover over it. You can't really see what the engine is doing, so you're kind of guessing, like, is this valve going to be the inlet, or is this valve going to be something else that's going to explode the engine, right? So Mojang is removing that plastic cover so people can tinker with the engine. Something important that I've seen a lot of people say is that this is the same as open sourcing, or kind of like it. No, it's not the same as open sourcing. It's also not the same as code available like Essential does. It's nothing like that. Essentially, it just means that tools like Yarn and Mosh Maps are no longer needed. Mosh Maps was the tools that Mojang themselves made for modders to be able to mod into Java, and Yarn is the Fabric exclusive thing that they did for themselves to simplify some things. At the time, there was some discussion if Yarn's going to stop. Yarn has officially discontinued their development and have said, like, if you want to fork it, do it yourself, go ahead. But this will not mean that everybody is going to switch to the same system and then unify. The modding scene is full with people with the egos the size of Jupiter, alright? And for some good reasons or bad reasons, they're not going to ever come back together as one unified mod loader, because every time somebody tried that, looking at you, Neoforged, it fails. And speaking of Neoforged, they tried their best. They did a really commendable job, but they left out Forge because they didn't like Lex, and then that caused some friction. So there's never going to be a unified mod loader in Minecraft unless Mojang makes one, and then nobody wants to use it because it's Mojang, alright? Next up, we got some DDoS attacks. Over the last few weeks, thousands of Minecraft servers have been the victim of large-scale DDoS attacks aimed at internet service providers in the US, right? This attack comes right off the back of another attack from the same botnet, Isuru, that targeted Steam and Riot Games, amongst other things, right? Peaking at the record-breaking 29 terabits per second. Now, the newest attacks, like Cloudflare has shown, is way more than that, and it would be kind of like if everybody on Earth refreshed YouTube at the same time, like for 5 seconds straight. Keep refreshing that. That's an insane amount of refreshes to do. At the same time, a lot of DDoS protection, DDoS mitigation software and businesses seem to not be able to weather the storm, causing we at Lagless to have some issues as well. NeoProtect could not protect us, essentially. Cloudflare was seemingly the only one who could weather the storm, as they say. And now NeoProtect seems to shut down as well. This happened 2 weeks ago, or a week ago at this point. And for us here at Lagless, the thing was very, very out of nowhere, right? I'm speaking for us as Lagless because I work there. But at some point, they just said, yeah, we're not going to do DDoS protection anymore. And that's it. We were cut off. We didn't have protection on any other nodes. Now, recently, we now have full protection restored on all of our nodes. But this was a whole hassle. And it's weird that a major provider just gets told by their upstream or their own providers, like, no, we're gonna cut you off. You're not gonna be provided any more service anymore, which is nuts to think about. But hey, this is Minecraft related because your Minecraft server might have had some lag issues. This is why. It's not only Lagless, it's all over the US. And it's all the ISPs are being attacked right now. It's not really getting reported on as much as I see, which is sad. But anyway, speaking of Lagless, if you want a great server for your Minecraft adventures or even vintage story or whatever, please check us out at lagless.gg and get a server, right? Use code SignisMC for 25% off a monthly billing cycle. And yeah, you get a nice, cool 9950X enabled server for only $2 a month, or even less if you use my code. Anyway, let's get back. Minecraft Online. Now, I've seen this reported on a lot, and I need to say some few things, right? Mojang is pushing this server to change the way they operate because they really use freedom of speech as a kind of what's it called, bastion, right? They say that the only thing that they get targeted on is the freedom of speech thing, right? The Mojang is saying like you need to stop people from making sexual tinted messages towards minors or including minors, that kind of stuff, the N-word, all that kind of stuff. You can't say that in a public Minecraft server. And what do I mean with a public Minecraft server? It's not a server aimed for you and your friends. Minecraft Online is a public Minecraft server, and it's an important Minecraft server because it's the oldest Minecraft server out there, right? So right out of the gate, they have some sort of reputation and can influence the reputation of Minecraft's online thing, right? We already have a lot of stuff going on with gambling, which has already had us on a bad reputation. Rightfully so. Mojang should do some stuff about it. But now they're trying to really reel it in. And let's be clear. Whenever you start a Minecraft server, you have to accept the EULA. Whenever you start it, right? Doesn't matter when you start it, there should be a EULA. Now, this server is a little bit old. I'm not sure if they had the EULA to accept. And therefore, if they didn't accept the EULA, they can't really enforce it. But at the end of the day, they can still blacklist it because of the newer thing. That's a whole legal thing that they need to decide. But I want to talk about the whole freedom of speech defense. There is something in Belgium and in other EU countries called reasonable freedom of speech, or that's what I call it. It's not the actual term. I'll put the actual term on the screen. But essentially, it means that you can say whatever you want, but keep it like cool. You can't go up to a cop and say like, you're an asshole and you're ugly, right? You can't say I think you're an asshole and I think you're ugly. That's fine. That's your opinion. But then just expect that you're gonna get some blowback from that, and don't just act like, oh, I got freedom of speech, man. I can say this stuff. Yes, you can say it, but there will be consequences. That's the other side of freedom of speech. A lot of people don't agree with. I can say things and you can agree with it, and I accept that because I'm voicing my opinion, and opinion is opinion, right? So in this server there are some things being said that are not okay in the social context, and they're trying to enforce it, which is their right. Now let's be clear here. Mojang is going after gambling servers, and I see some people saying like, oh, they're not going after it because they make money. No, Mojang doesn't make money from third-party gambling servers. That's why they're going after them, right? And it's not about their Discord either. There's a Discord bot apparently that switches like the text in the game over to the server so you can see what's being said. They're not policing their Discord, they're policing what's happening on their software that they pushed out, their Minecraft server, right? That's the only thing they have a rightful say over, and that's the only thing they're pushing towards. So please don't think that this is like, oh, Microsoft's going after the small guys again. No, it's Mojang, because it's physically Mojang going after a server because they're saying some nasty stuff, and the server is hiding behind the free speech of defense. Do I think that they should have gone after them now, after all these years? Nah, you should have done it in the beginning, and it's rightful that you get some blowback from this, Mojang, but I think people are blasting it way out of proportion. All they needed to do was put in a filter, and they would have been fine. They didn't ask anything else, right? But that's essentially that. With that being said, that's all the three major things that I wanted to talk about today. More videos like this might return. I don't know. There is going to be a second video today or tomorrow from like some things that me and Drowned made that didn't make the cut. But yeah, the future of this channel is still up in the air. I just see a lot of things happening, and I'm like, I need to come out and voice my opinion because I think people are being a little bit facetious for clicks. I've seen Phoenix, I've seen the Mr. Epic, all just going out at the worst possible ways just to get the clicks, and that annoys me. It really annoys me. But anyways, thank you again for watching, whoever watches this, I don't know. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.